Good day, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to rationalize the problems that you have answered last time. But still, this is again about hypothesis testing on the population mean. So for our problem number 1, many people believe that the average number of Facebook friends is 338. The population standard deviation is 43.2. A random sample of 50 high school students in a particular country revealed that the average number of Facebook friends was 350. At the level of significance 0.05, is there sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean number of friends is greater than 338? So, before anything else po, this question was adapted from the book of Bloom and Allen, year 2018, from his book Elementary Statistics, A Step-by-Step Approach, 10th edition from the New York McGraw-Hill Education. Okay, so going back po, our first step in hypothesis testing is always to formulate the hypothesis. So under hypothesis po, meron tayong dalawa, di ba? We have the null and the alternative hypothesis. But this time po, lagi po nating tatandaan na in making hypothesis, kailangan po, ang lagi nating inuuna is hanapin po natin yung specific problem dito po sa question natin. So step number 1, formulate the alternative and the null. So null hypothesis, HO, HA po kay alternative. However, in some references po, sinusulat po nila si alternative hypothesis minsan as H sub 1. So that is still alternative hypothesis. So, paano po natin malalaban yung problem dito sa question natin? Yun pong tinatanong. Opo. So, dito po sa problem na ito, yung tinatanong, at the level of significance of 0.05, is there sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean of friends is greater than 338? This is the specific problem, and thus this is the basis also of our hypothesis. Pero di ba, in our definition, sabi natin, our basis of hypothesis or the hypothesis in the definition po, way back the face-to-face classes, di ba? Sabi natin, hypothesis is the assumption or claim based on the population parameter. Ngayon, dito po sa problem na ito, meron tayong dalawang means. However, pag sinabi po natin population parameter, ibig sabihin kailangan po yung mean na yun kailangan naka-base sa population. Ngayon, meron tayo ditong dalawang average, di ba? Sabi dito, the average number of Facebook friends, which is 350, and ito naman, average number of Facebook friends is 338. So, ma'am, alin dito yung kukunin namin? So, kukunin niyo po kung ano yung population. Opo, yung population parameter. The parameters, sabi po natin, di ba, it describes the population. So, ibig sabihin, pag may nakita kayong population mean, population proportion, population standard deviation, population variance, yung basta may kinalaman sa population, that is the basis of our hypothesis. So dito po, nakalagay dito na many people believe that the average number of Facebook friends is 338. Dito naman po, the average number of Facebook friends was 350. However, 350, based po siya saan? Dito lang po sa random sample of 50 high school students. Dito po, yung people sa kabuuhan, yung sangkatauhan sa kabuuhan daw po, ang average na Facebook friends niya is 338. Ito pong 350, high school students lang po siya na based po doon lang sa 50 na kasama doon sa sample. So, alin yung mas malaki? Si 50 po ba na high school students o si people in general? So, si people in general. Kaya ito po yung magiging basis natin ng hypothesis. Pero di ba dito sa problem, meron tayong tinawag na greater than 338. So, ibig sabihin, since greater than siya, in our symbolic notation, that is mu is greater than 338. So, sabi natin, di ba, ang kabaliktaran ng greater than is less than or equal. Less than or equal po, bakit? Kailangan makumpleto yung premise natin doon sa normal curve. So for our null hypothesis, pwede nating sabihin that the average number of Facebook friends is 338 or less. So dito naman, the average number of Facebook friends is greater than 338. So yan. Halimbawa, kapag sinabi nyong more than, pwede din naman, acceptable pa rin naman siya. Basta dito po, sa null hypothesis, kailangan meron pong less opo, para makover yung full normal curve. Okay po? So for our step number 2 naman po, kailangan na natin i-compute yung value ni z or the t. Ngayon po, paano natin malalaman kung z ang gagamitin natin? Z ang gagamitin po natin once na 30 or more. Opo, 30 or more z-test. Pero pag mas mababa kay 30, meaning to say 29, magmula po kay 29 pababa, yung number of sample ang gagamitin po natin t-test. Ngayon po, since yung nakalagay dito is 50 high school students, 50 is greater than 30. So therefore, ang gagamitin po natin is the z-test. So that is the mean minus the population mean all over the population standard deviation all over the square root of n. So identify na po natin, my dear students, yung mga given natin. The sample mean daw po, this is the mean taken in this 50 Opo, high school students. So, yung nakalagay dito, the sample mean is 350, the population mean is 338. All over, what is the population standard deviation? The population standard deviation nakalagay dito is 43.2 all over the square root of ilan yung sample? 50. So, ibig sabihin, gagamit na po tayo ng ating calculators. So this is 350 minus 338, which will give us 12. So 12 all over, what is the square root of 50? That is 7.07 approximately. (43.2) all over 7.07. So para dire-diretso din yung answer natin, huwag tayong mag-round off sa process. Opo, sa process, wag mo na mag-round off na lang tayo sa final answer. So ito, gagamitin na natin siya as the square root of 50. So i-divide na lang natin si 43.2 dito po sa answer na ito. So we have 43.2 divided by the answer. So that will give us 6.10. So we have 12 divided by the answer. That will give us 1.96. So si z po natin, or the z computed is 1.96 approximately. So meron na po tayong z. Step number 3, kailangan po makuha na natin si critical value. Critical value is the starting point of the rejection region. Rejection region po, ito po yung shaded area sa normal curve. Diba po nung third quarter, natutuhan natin kung paano tayo mag-shade under the normal curve. So gagamitin po natin yan. Apo, using our Z or T table, kailangan po ma-identify natin kung saan nag-i-start si rejection region. At kapag si Z po nandun sa shaded region, ibig sabihin, we need to reject the null hypothesis. Pero kapag wala siya sa shaded region, ibig sabihin nasa acceptance region siya, hindi po natin i-reject si null hypothesis. So for our critical value, we have the level of significance of 0.05. This level of significance po, ano pong ibig sabihin niya? This is the probability of committing the type 1 error. Kasi po, di ba, sabi natin, null hypothesis are nothing but just claims, di ba? At dahil claims sila, pwede nating i-reject siya or i-accept siya based on the given values po, statistical values. However, minsan si researcher nagkakamali rin. At dalawa yung pwede niyang makommit na error, the type 1 error and the type 2 error. Type 1 error is the error when the researcher rejects the null hypothesis while in fact it is true. So si type 2 error naman po or the beta, si beta naman po, kasi di ba si level of significance alpha, alpha is the type 1 error po. So, ibig sabihin, ni-reject ni null hypothesis or ni-reject po ni researchers si null hypothesis when in fact it is true. Si beta naman for the type 2 error, inaccept si null hypothesis while in fact it is false. Opo. So, dito po sa level of significance, it doesn't necessarily mean na mas mababa si level of significance, mas mababa yung chances natin na magkamali. Opo. Pag sinabi po kasi nating level of significance, yung evidence is enough lang to support such claim. Opo. Pero it doesn't necessarily mean na tama yung claim na yun. Opo. Yung parang isinusuporta niya lang yung na itong claim na ito, may mga evidence na nag-show na tama ito. Opo, yun po yung sinasabi ni level of significance. So, at the level of significance of 0.05, at titignan po natin kung anong klaseng field siya. Kasi null hypothesis natin is less than or equals. Alternative is greater than. Tatandaan po na makikita ang tail ng test lagi sa alternative. O since ito po is greater than, alam natin na this is one-tailed test, which is right-tailed. Dun po sa sinad kong table, hahanapin natin si alpha with 0.05 na one-tailed to the right. Opo, so using our table, one-tailed daw po, and that is 0.05. So that is positive, negative 1.645. Positive, negative, ginagamit natin ito kapag it's either right-tailed or left-tailed. Positive po yung gagamitin natin, positive 1.645 kapag right-tailed, negative 1.645 kapag left-tailed. So si two-tailed test naman po dito tayo magtitingin. Opo. So we have the level of significance of 0.05, that is 5% in percentage form. At one-tailed po siya, and since right-tailed siya, we need to get the positive. So positive 1.645 yung gagamitin natin. 3. Our level of significance is 0.05. Our tail of test is one-tailed. And it is right-tailed. So, si ano po, z natin at 0.05 or that is critical value is equal to 1.645 and this is positive. So, in our normal curve, kapag i-graph po natin siya, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So, si right-tailed po is, nandito po siya, 1.645, approximately dito po. And ito pong, magmula po sa 1.645, kailangan po nating i-shade siya, given po na siya po yung rejection region natin. So, this is our rejection region. And i-plot na po natin sa 1.96. 1.96 is approximately nandito po. So 1.96 is approximately dito po siya. Masyado nang malapit kay ito, but not exactly on 2. So dito po si 1.96 approximately. So dito po si z natin, which is 1.96. At ito po si critical value natin na 1.645. So since po nasa shaded region si 1.96, our decision now is to reject the null hypothesis. In our decision rule, since po nasa rejection region si 1.96, which is our computed z, mas mataas po siya dito kay critical value na positive 1.645, our decision po is to reject HO or the null hypothesis. At kapag ni-reject po natin yung HO, kailangan may i-accept tayo. So ano po yung i-accept natin? This time, we need to accept the alternative hypothesis. For our conclusion, at the level of significance of 0.05, the evidence is enough to show or to conclude that the average number of Facebook friends is more than or is greater than 338. So in symbolic notation, this is mu greater than 338. So our problem number 2, the average moviegoer sees 8.5 movies a year. A moviegoer is defined as the person who sees at least one movie in a theater in a 12-month period. A random sample of 40 moviegoers from a large university revealed that the average number of movies seen per person was 9.6. The population standard deviation is 3.2 movies. At the level of significance of 0.05, can it be concluded that this represents a difference from the national average? So dito po, my dear students, ang pinag-uusapan or yung itinatanong is the difference from the national average. Since difference po siya, di ba? When we say null hypothesis, this is the statement of no difference. O, ito po ang tinatanong kung may kaibahan daw po siya sa national average. So therefore, sa ating step number 1, dito po sa alternative hypothesis, since there is a difference, we know that mu is not equal to 8.5. So bakit 8.5 po, my dear students, ang ginamit natin? Because this is the national average, di ba? So the average moviegoer sees 8.5 movies a year. So ibig sabihin, ito po yung population parameter natin. This is the population mean. Meron po ditong isa pang mean which is 9.6, but this 9.6 is the average of the 40 moviegoers lang po doon sa large university. Ang hinahanap natin is the population. O yung population po is 8.5. So this is mu is not equal to 8.5 since difference nga po, 'di ba? When we say difference, ibig sabihin hindi equal kasi may difference. Pero pag walang difference, that is equal. So this is the null hypothesis. So mu is equal to 8.5. So in statement form po, we have, statement form, pwede po siyang sabihin na the average movies that moviegoers see per year is 8.5. Dito naman po, the average movies that moviegoers see per year is not 8.5. For step number 2 po, let us decide kung ang gagamitin po natin is the Z or the t-test. Since dito po, the number of sample is 40. So, is 40 po greater than 30 or less than 30? So, greater po siya. So, ibig sabihin, Z po yung gagamitin natin. That is the mean, sample mean, minus the population mean all over the population standard deviation divided by the square root of the n. So, this will give us the mean po, or the sample mean is 9.6 minus the population mean of 8.5 all over the population standard deviation, nakalagay po dito, is 3.2 movies all over the square root of 40. So, yung una po natin pwedeng ma-solve dyan is yung square root of 40. Pwede din naman po itong numerator, 9.6 minus 8.5. Pero dun muna tayo kay the square root of 40. So, the square root of 40 is equal to 6.32 approximately. So this is equal to 3.2 all over 6.32, approximately 9.6 minus 8.5. That is 1.1. So we have 1.1. Then i-divide na po natin. So, para mas exact po, yung gagamitin natin is, i-compute ko ulit si the square root of 40. So, the square root of 40 is equal to 6.32. So, 3.2 divided by the answer. So, that will give us 0.50. So, this will give me 1.1 all over 0.51 approximately. Then 1.1 divided by the answer. So this will give me 2.17, and this is RZ. Okay, for step 3, we need to find the critical values, or the critical values, which will also give us the region of rejection. Ngayon po, mahanap po siya with the use of our alpha, which is 0.05, and yung tail ng test. So, sabi ko po, di ba, kapag right-tailed, that is greater than. Left-tailed, that is less than. Pero kapag two-tailed, this is non-directional. Ibig sabihin po, ang critical values natin ay positive and negative. So, since po ito ay 0.05, two tails, so checking po our, so check po natin. So, this is 0.05, two tails, positive, negative 1.96. So, si Z po natin, Z at 0.05, which is two-tailed, is positive, negative 1.96. So, in our normal curve, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 1.96. So, dito po siya. This is for the negative. Positive naman po, 1.96. So, shade lang po natin para ma-identify natin that these are the rejection regions. Okay, so yung Z natin is positive 1.17. So, dito po siya. So, yung Z po natin is positive. Z po natin is positive 2.17. 2.17 is approximately here. So, therefore, ano yung decision natin? Our decision is to reject the null hypothesis. Why? Kasi ito pong shaded region, these are the rejection region. Yung non-shaded is the acceptance region. Ibig sabihin po, kapag ni-reject natin si null hypothesis, ang i-accept po natin si alternative hypothesis. So, our decision po is to reject HO. So, yung magiging conclusion po natin is that at the level of significance of 0.05, evidences are enough to conclude that the average movies that moviegoers see per year is not 8.5. And that is our conclusion. For problem number 3, the director of the medical hospital feels that her surgeons perform fewer operations per year than the national average of 211. She selected a random sample of 15 surgeons and found that the mean number of operations they performed was 208.8. The standard deviation of the sample was 3.8. Is there enough evidence to support the director's feelings at the level of significance of 0.10? So dito po, my dear students, ano po yung magiging null and alternative natin? So it was defined that the alternative hypothesis is also referred as the researcher's claim. So sino po yung researcher dito? Director. Opo. So siya po yung researcher. Kaya yung researcher's claim is also the alternative hypothesis. Kaya step number 1, HO, HA. So, sabi dito, si director, feeling niya, mas mababa yung operation ng mga surgeons niya as compared to the national average of 211. So, we have the mu here is less than 211. At dahil po ito, yung alternative is also called as the researcher's claim. Kaya siya po yung naging basis ng alternative natin. So, the mu is less than 211 since feeling ni director fewer yung operations niya. At dahil ito, less than, kailangan ito, mu must be greater than or equal to 211. So, paano na natin siya ngayon i-state into statement form? So, we have the average operations performed by the medical surgeons is 211 or more. So, dito naman po, the average operations performed by the medical surgeons is less than or fewer than. Pwede din naman nagamit na yung fewer than kasi yun yung nakalagay dito. Pero pwede din naman tayong gumamit ng less than. Is less than 211. Clear po ba, my dear students? So for our step number 2, kailangan pong i-identify natin kung T or Z yung gagamitin natin. This time po, the number of sample is 15. Ngayon po, tatanungin natin ang sarili natin, is 15 greater than or less than 30? So 15 is less than 30. So therefore, ang gagamitin natin is T test. T is equal to the sample mean minus the population mean all over the sample standard deviation over the square root of n. So yun pong mean natin, or the sample mean, sabi dito, she selected a random sample of 15 surgeons and found the mean number of operations they performed was 208.8. So siya po yung magiging sample mean natin minus the population mean of 211 all over the sample standard deviation of 3.8, the square root of 15. So yung pwede po nating isolve dito is yung numerator muna. So that is 208.8 minus 211. So that will give me negative 2.2. Then, pwede din po nating ma-solve si square root of 15. So the square root of 15 is equal to approximately 3.87. So this is over 3.87. So para po concise or para po exact yung makuha natin, let's use all of these opo para i-divide sa 3.8. So 3.8 divided by the answer, that will give me 0.98. So that will give me negative 2.2 all over 0.98. So our value of t will be negative 2.2 divided by the answer. That will give me negative 2.24. This is the value of RT. Negative 2.24. For step number 3 naman po, we need to find the critical values that will give us the region of rejection. So our alpha po, again, is 0.10. So this time, ano po yung tail of test niya? This is one-tailed test. Opo, one-tailed test and left-tailed kasi less than. So this is one-tailed and tailed to the left. So, dito na po ba nagtatapos ang ating step number 3? Hindi pa po. Sabi po kasi, di ba natin, the testing of hypothesis adheres to the central concept of the central limit theorem. When we say the central limit theorem, this states that the more daw po na bigger si population or si sample, mas lumalapit siya sa normality ng curve. Kaya ibig sabihin, since 15 is not big enough to represent the population, may mga chances po na mag-vary yung values. And yun po, yung dinidefine ni degrees of freedom. Opo, yung pwedeng mag-vary yung mga values natin because maliit nga lang yung sample natin. It is not enough or it will not suffice the large population as a representation. Kaya the DF minus 1, so that is, our sample po is 15 minus 1, that is 14. So dito po kay t-test, hindi lang po si level of significance, si tail ng test, yung hinahanap, pati po si degrees of freedom. Opo. So our degrees of freedom is 14, one-tailed siya, tailed to the left, and our level of significance is 0.10. So now looking through our table, so that is 14 daw po, 14, and that is one-tailed, 0.10. 0.10 dito sa part na to, and this is 14, so that is 1.345. So RT po, the rejection region, is negative 1.345. Ma'am, bakit po naging negative? Eh, dun sa table positive. This is because tilt to the left po, di ba? So, a tilt to the left, kung ito po si normal curve, for example, ang tilt to the left is makikita dito. Kaya 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So, yung rejection region natin mag-i-start kay negative 1.345. So, approximately dito siya. So let's shade that one. So yung T natin is negative 2.24. So negative 2.24 approximately dito. So dahil nandyan siya, we need to reject the null hypothesis. So the decision po is to reject again the null hypothesis. And since we reject the null hypothesis, we accept the alternative hypothesis. So by conclusion po, we therefore conclude that at the level of significance of 0.10, the evidence is enough to show that the average operations performed by the medical surgeons is less than 211. So for our problem number 4, the average local cell phone call length was reported to be 2.27 minutes. A random sample of 20 cell phone or phone calls showed an average of 2.98 minutes in length with a standard deviation of 0.98 minutes. At a level of significance of 0.05, can it be concluded that the average differs from the population average? So step number 1 po is to formulate the null and the alternative hypothesis. Since dito po sa problem, di ba, nakalagay na can it be concluded daw po that the average differs. Kapag may differs po, alam po natin that that is a two-tailed test. Kasi po, ibig sabihin with difference. Di ba, null hypothesis with no difference, no significant difference. Dito po kay alternative with significant difference. O kung nagdi-differ po, alam po natin na ibig sabihin inequality siya. So the mu is not equal to what is our population parameter. So the parameter is still about the average. So the average daw po of the cell phone call length is 2.27, is not 2.27, therefore yung sa alternative. And the mu po this time is equal to 2.27. Ibig sabihin, hindi po nagbago. Dito po sa null hypothesis, ibig sabihin kapag sinabi po natin mean is equal to 2.27, ibig sabihin, ina-assume natin na si mean ay hindi nagbago. There is no significant difference. That's why it is the null. Pero dito po kay alternative, may nagbago. It differs. Kaya nga po inequality. So that is the mu is not 2.27. May pagkakaiba. May difference po. That's why this is the alternative. So ibig sabihin, pwede natin itong state as the average local cell phone calls length is 2.27 minutes. Dito naman po, ininegate lang natin. For step number 2, kailangan nating mag-decide kung T po ba or Z. So this time, yung number of samples po is 20 cell phones or 20 phone calls. Kaya ibig sabihin 20 is not greater than 30. Kasi po less than si 20 kay 30. So therefore, ang gagamitin po natin is si t-test. So t-test is equal to the sample mean minus the population mean all over the sample standard deviation all over the square root of n. So the sample mean po natin is taken from these 20 phone calls. So that is 2.98 minus the population mean of 2.27 all over the sample standard deviation of 0.98. Dito po, 0.98, the length of standard deviation, and the square root of 20. So we have 2.98 minus 2.27. That will give me 0.71. All over 0.98 divided by the square root of 20. What is the square root of 20? So the square root of 20 is equal to 4.47. So we have 0.71 all over 0.98 divided by 4.47. So 0.98 divided by the answer is 0.22 approximately. 0.71 all over 0.22. So we have 0.71 divided by the answer. That will give us 3.24. So RT po is equal to 3.24. So for our step number 3 po, we need to find the level of significance, which is 0.05 again. The tail of the test is, since inequality symbol po siya, ibig sabihin this is a two-tailed test, non-directional. And meron din po tayong isa pang hindi nakahanap, the degrees of freedom, since t-test siya, that is n-1, which is 20 minus 1, which is 19. So si 19 po, two-tailed and 0.05. So using our table po, so two tails po siya. Ito po yung two tails. Sa babang portion po tayo titingin. That is 0.05. So 0.05 dito po siya. So 0.05, 19 po. So dito tayo titingin sa, dito po, 2.093. So yung value po natin ng critical region or critical value is 2.093. That is positive negative, 2.093. So our critical value is 2.093. Okay, drawing our normal curve. 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So, positive negative po siya since two-tailed tayo. So, 2.093. 2.093 dito po siya approximately. At dito, 2.093. Approximately dyan. And we need to shade that region. So, yun pong ano natin, yung na-compute po nating t-test is 3.24. 3.24 is somewhere here. So, dyan po, nasa rejection region pa rin po siya. So, therefore, we need to reject the null hypothesis. So, decision po natin is to reject the null hypothesis. At kapag ni-reject po natin yung null hypothesis, ibig sabihin na i-accept po natin si alternative hypothesis. So, conclusion po natin, at the level of significance of 0.05, the evidences are enough to show that the average local cell phone call length is not 2.27. So dito po sa mga examples natin or dun sa mga problems na sinugutan, laging reject the null hypothesis. Opo. Pero meron pong mga hypothesis tayo na hindi tayo nire-reject. Opo. May mga problems po na hindi natin nire-reject sa null hypothesis, ina-accept po natin. Nagkataon lang na lahat po ng mga ibinigay ko pong questions sa ating written work is reject the null hypothesis. Apo. So if you still have questions, please don't hesitate to reach me at my messenger account or you can comment down below. Okay, thank you very much po. That's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye.